Hey everyone, today I'm just gonna sit and chat with you guys. I have some questions I feel like you guys want answered and we'll just get right into it. All right, I'm actually sitting in my walk-in closet. It's funny because I actually spend a ton of time sitting here, which is funny, on the ground. I have my long mirror in front of me here and I do well, not every time now, but I do my laser sitting here. So I actually spend a lot of time here and it's just kind of like my quiet space. So I put a pillow on the floor and I just kind of hang out here by myself and do my laser and stuff like that. So I figured this would be appropriate to just have a chit chat with you guys. So obviously I went to Miami and we had a great time. We got there just after Hurricane Helene was finished, and then we actually left the day that Milton hit. People were actually getting on our flight to come home that morning rather than that night, and as you guys heard, they did end up delaying our flight by like 15-20 minutes because the winds had changed direction and that type of thing. So anyways, we had a pretty good time. I had no idea that those videos would create such controversy, really, on certain things. There was things that I had left in the video that I didn't think anything of, and you guys kind of went crazy in the comments. So I'm here, I'm gonna address some stuff, and we'll just start off by saying even I myself did not like the name Mr. Man. So that is no longer. We've come up with something else, and I loved all of your suggestions, especially the one suggestion, I can't remember who said it, but Casper. I thought that was so cute. But yeah, we're not gonna use that. We came up with our own, and it's gonna be just a 3-letter nickname. So JBD is gonna be what we call him, and there is one letter within those 3 that is an actual initial of his, and then maybe later on down the road we'll be able to explain why we chose those letters. But yeah, super funny. I definitely didn't like calling him Mr. Man, so no longer Mr. Man is JBD. So it's rolls off the tongue easy, and I feel like it'll work much easier. It's nicer to, it sounds much nicer too. Let's go through some of the comments on those videos, because I feel like you guys have some concerns, obviously. Okay, let's see. So I'm just on the first video, or the second video, I guess. The first day, full day in Miami. And I do want to mention, I am so thankful for all of you that are, one, super happy for me. You can see that I am very happy, and I feel like, so this is the thing, I am happy, and when you are truly happy, there is going to be things about you that change, and I feel like I have been in this transition of change for, well, almost 5 years now. When Michaela passed away, I did a lot of work on myself after she passed, and I was on my way to truly being happy with myself, and I feel like I had gotten to that point with my body and my mindset and, you know, whatever the case may be. However, with this new relationship that I've been in, there was things that I was missing that I didn't realize I needed so much all those years. And that's not to say anything bad about Kyle and I's relationship. I will never ever put Kyle and I's relationship down. We were always good with each other. We were always good to each other. I feel like we were a great husband and wife, partner, team, mother and father to our children. We did things well together. We still do things well together, and I think that a lot of people have a hard time seeing somebody co-parent in the same household while being able to date outside of the home. I understand that's not a typical situation, and even for us, like, it's not normal. However, it's just what's working for us right now, and we have so much respect for each other and so much love for Damien that it's just working, and we're doing things as we go. We're playing things out day by day. And that was one of the comments, or a few comments, was to be sure that I'm not rushing into things. And I feel like some people had said that based on some of the comments that were said in the video, but we are not rushing into anything, and that is why Kyle and I are still living together. That's why we still have this house, and me and JBD have been dating for about a year now, actually a year, and we're not rushing into things because we know there is a lot involved, especially on my end, because I have been married, I do have a child, and the situation I'm in with having mom and dad living here and Kyle's dad living here, so there is no rush. We do have kind of like a time frame as to what we would like to see in the future, but there's nothing set in stone, obviously. So yeah, back to happiness. I do truly feel happy, not only with myself, but I think most of you have noticed that when I'm with JBD, I can truly be more feminine, and that's something that I've never had, and it's definitely different for me because I still that rough, tough, likes big trucks and building and all this boyish things, but I do feel more authentically like myself, being able to fill more of a role of a woman rather than always filling the role of the man. So, and again, that is no shame onto like Kyle and I's relationship at all, because obviously we have worked so well together, but Kyle and I are very opposite. We are literal polar opposites in pretty much everything. There's very few things that we are the same in, other than I think some obviously like our core values. But as for JBD and I find this very natural, equal balance of being very similar or almost the same, like exact same, and being very different as well. And that mix of both has been really healthy, I would say, and it feels more balanced. And I truly feel like this is gonna sound like corny, but we are our best selves, I think, when we're together, and we bring out the best in each other. So that's kind of nice as well. A lot of people have mentioned about my gray hair, you know, do something with it, dye it. I think I can hide it well when my hair is down, but you guys did see, like when I had my hair curly, you could see a lot of the grays because it was like more showing, but it is what it is. I've grown my hair out now for, I think, almost 2 years, I want to say, and literally just like the tips of it is like dyed hair now, and this is all natural. And I've worked hard not to dye it because it was just too much to keep up with. I have these 2 streaks of gray that are here, and then obviously like the fronts, and then of course like silvery pieces throughout. I don't know for sure, but I don't think JBD cares that much about it. I mean, he does have salt and pepper hair as well, so I think we just like, we're getting to that age where, I mean, it's one of those things. It's what happens when you get older. So yeah, we do have some gray hairs. We're getting old, okay? We're not young anymore. But I don't plan on dyeing it, I don't think. We'll see. But if anyone's a hairdresser out there and could tell me what I could do with my hair that would help make it look better, but not so much upkeep, maybe like a straight flat dye, like maybe, you know, like putting in some gray highlights or something to like more blend it. But I just feel like right now it's natural and it's low maintenance. Okay, so one comment that I have gotten quite frequently is the reasoning behind not showing JBD, and that is, well, you guys heard it in the first Miami video. He does not want to be on camera. He does not want his voice in the video, and he does not want his face shown. And I have to respect that. As a YouTuber who makes money off of my videos, I've said this in the past, I have to respect people's privacy, and that is something that I will never force on him. And maybe in due time he will want to be on YouTube, but if he doesn't, that is his choice. And it's kind of funny that there was a lot of comments of like, well, why don't you just show his face and like not use the like voice changer or whatever? And there's a reason for that, right? There's people that do not live their lives on social media, and he is one of those people. I actually have a few friends that don't even have Facebook, and I think that's totally fine. That's their choice. This is something that I'm doing, and he just happens to be a part of my life right now. But that doesn't mean there's something like to look into. Like, people have asked if he's married. No, he is not married. I would never do that to a married woman. No, he is not married. No, he does not have children. And no, he's not dating anybody else other than me currently. So he just doesn't want to be shown on YouTube, and that is completely fair and his decision, and it will stay that way until he decides otherwise. So there was one comment, Melissa Harding said, I hope Kyle finds him a woman that treats him like he deserves to be treated. And I absolutely agree. I think Kyle needs the sweetest woman on the planet. I think he deserves a woman that will just treat him so amazingly. Currently, it's not my place to say, but I will say he's not interested in pursuing anything right now, and that's just his choice. So, and who knows, I might not even leave that in the video. I will ask his permission whether or not he wants me to include that. But okay, let's move on to the other video, the second video that I feel like was the most controversial. Okay, so let's just get into the biggest topic about this video, the one that has like the thumbnail with Miami Beach. And we went to the beach that day and we had a really fun night. I did drink too much that night, but also I had a blast. I had so much fun. So the first comment, and I think when something is commented on a video, viewers will then read a comment and it will almost stick out more in their mind because there was already a comment on it. I feel like it kind of sets a trend for the video, so that's fine if that's what you guys have picked out in the video to be like the key moment or something, but like in reality it's such an insignificant moment in real life. But the comment did say, Tisme65 said, did he say you have something in your uterus that kills babies all day? He really is sick, just because you comment about secondhand smoke. So please know this was completely a joke, and I did not take offense to it. I have not only been pregnant, but I have been pregnant young. I have lost a child. I have had a miscarriage in DNC, and I am very well aware of women that have a hard time getting pregnant and all of the factors that come along with pregnancy. He is also very aware of that, and it was just something to counter what I said. He was smoking, he blew smoke, and it kind of hit me in the face. He didn't blow it in my face, but I said, how do you feel about giving me secondhand smoke? So when I did say that comment, I was technically implying like I could be the mother of your child one day, so you're giving me secondhand smoke. And it was a joke again, but so he had countered that to basically say, well, you're doing more to yourself or to babies' sperm than what he is by accidentally blowing smoke in my face. So please don't read into that any more than what I took it as. It was, again, completely a joke, and we're sorry that you took offense to it. If you did, we totally get the situation if you were trying to have babies and that type of thing. Now, I will say, this is where it comes in. There are very mean people on the internet, and some people choose to keep their life off of the internet for that specific reason. So why would somebody want to show their face, tell you their name or their voice or anything like that if you're just gonna tear everything they say apart? Some people are made for that and some people aren't. Now, I will say that JBD definitely can handle someone saying some rude things to him. However, they don't deserve it. Nobody deserves when they put themselves out there publicly online to be bashed completely. So just take that into consideration when you're commenting. So there's two sides to it, right? You want him to show his face and show his voice and tell you his name. However, you're going to critique every little thing that he says. So just keep that in mind. It kind of is a catch-22. So yeah, that was obviously the biggest controversy, I think, within that video. And again, like, I left it in thinking that it was just like a funny little thing between us, and it was totally blown out of proportion. But it is what it is. We are on the internet, and that's how things go. Someone did say, I'm getting tired of hearing Mr. Man on her damn videos. What the hell is she hiding him for? I'm pretty sure Kyle knows who this dude is. Another thing, does she really think this man will stay committed to her? So obviously, I said myself in the Miami videos, I hate calling him Mr. Man. So we just needed a better nickname to give him. So JBD it is. I hope you can all handle that one. I'm not hiding him from anything. If it was my choice, I would much rather have memories showing him as well. These are memories that I'm hoping to keep forever, and I do have video footage of us together. However, he just doesn't want me to include it in the videos, and again, that is his decision. And another thing, does she really think this man will stay committed to her? I mean, does anybody truly know if somebody's gonna stay committed to them? No, that's something that you need to learn in time, and we've only really been dating for a year. That is such a minimal amount of time, say, compared to a relationship like Kyle and I's that we've been together 17 years, and that's a long time to know specifically who that person is, and it's all about learning. And I don't know where we'll end up. It takes time to understand a person and really truly know who they are and what they want out of life, and we are just kind of taking day by day, and things are just going really well right now. Okay, battery just died. I had to go and change it. How did you get in here? How did you get in here? I had the door shut, I thought. Oh, my little puppy. Shut up, pretty puppy. Shut up, pretty puppy. Yes. The cuddly puppy. The wobbly puppy. Hmm? Oh, nice cuddles. Oh, pretty puppy. There's a good puppy. Yes. Okay. Go lay down. Okay. So we did have some people, you know, again, on some of the things that I had said. Shrummies 1182 said, maybe Mr. Man is married, so the need to change his voice seems to be so toxic already, especially dealing with a grumpy man, not to mention his immature comments. He deserves so much better. Tiffy run and run fast. Again, his choice to not be on YouTube, and his voice has nothing to do with being toxic. Dealing with a grumpy man, everybody has their days. I will say that he was working while we were away, and some things happened that day, and maybe I should have prefaced that, but I mean, again, don't read into that too much. But everybody has their days, and it was just kind of one of those days that he had with work, and he was finally getting to relax at that point, and was done for the day. So I feel like our communication has improved immensely, and talking is one of the things that we do best with each other. We can sit and talk for hours on end. Just like in Mexico, actually, we would be up till 4 a.m. just sitting on the balcony talking, and I feel like we know each other very well. And simply saying that I was dealing with a grumpy man did not mean that he is that way all the time. It just, he had one of those days. All right, moving on. MB932. Tiffany, people are making wild speculations. He's married, not right for you. You need to just include him like Sandra was included, and honor and show him in the light that represents how much you love him and he loves you, just like the rest of the family. People are just saying it's cringy because it's bizarre, and on the other side, not your life partner that you have chosen. Just show him as a part of your family, not on the side that you just get to go together on dates with. That's the way it is right now. I appreciate your comment. I get it. In reality right now, that is the way life looks. We're not at the point where he comes for dinner with all of us, with Kyle. There is still that awkwardness. As much as everybody's okay with the situation now, there is awkwardness, and I think that will come in time. I think my hope is that, you know, for Damien, we can all be together at dinners and stuff like that, and birthday parties and whatever. We're just not there yet. Damien has also never actually hung out with him. He has met him once. It is very separated right now. So I do go to his house, and I do go on dates with him, and we do go away on trips to be able to spend time with each other. But as of right now, it's different because I'm still living with everybody and living with Kyle, and that's just kind of a hard or awkward situation. Again, in time, that will all hopefully change. Just a funny comment. A lot of people have commented saying that he's Latino or Spanish, and he's actually not. He does very much pass as that. Even when we were in Mexico, somebody did think he was Latino, but he's actually not. Owl XOXO says, be careful, keep your standards high. This is freedom for you on a personal level, so you're probably on a high. Please, please don't settle. I want to say that my relationship now, I feel like I'm not settling. I've finally gone after something that I want and that has not been expected of me. For my entire life, I have done what society expected of me or certain people expected of me. And this is the one relationship that I've actually gone after, because he is someone that I hate to put him on a pedestal, and he knows I feel this way, but like, he could very well be my knight in shining armor. He has everything I pictured in somebody. And again, that is no hate to Kyle. Kyle is amazing, an incredible man. However, there are things that I know Kyle will never be, and that is totally okay. But those things I don't know if I can live without for the rest of my life. And in this relationship, I have found a lot of those things, and again, I'm just super happy. And I think for most of you, you have seen that I am happy. I'm not settling. I hope you guys know that I'm not that type of person. I finally feel like I've decided this path, and thankfully he's decided to join me on that path for now. Because I don't think it was easy for him either, knowing that obviously I'm living in a household with my husband, and you know, we're working on those things, but that's not easy for someone to process and to have to accept, knowing that your girlfriend or your partner or the person you're dating is going to a different home every night and sleeping in the same house with someone that they've been with for so long. I know that's not easy, and I think we're just at the point where we just know this feels right. We're willing to just like push through it and get through it, and at one point or another your heart just decides on what it wants, and you don't really have a choice. And I think that's where we're at. I feel like we're along the same wavelength, and I'm just appreciative of it. So don't worry, I'm not settling. Alright guys, so I think that's gonna be it for this video. I pretty much answered all the comments and concerns that I feel like you guys kind of wanted addressed indirectly. Anyways, so if you have any other comments or questions, please leave them in the comments below on this video, and of course I'll always be sure to answer them. I'm not sure actually what my next video is going to be. Actually, I do know what my next video is going to be, so you'll see that soon, probably next week. But after that, I'm not sure. I did a wedding shoot, and I'm currently working on that video. I had such a fun day that day, and it was good. It felt good. And then I have some news to share soon, I think, so stay tuned for that. I totally get that some people are going to start, you know, kind of drifting away from my channel just based on the content now, and that's totally fine. You're always more than welcome not to watch, but I hope you stick around and see where we go from here. But again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and we will see you next time. Bye guys.